And the article I read rather, is about new rules for database design in the cloud. Um, in this article, he goes over the basics about databases, like when he was in school and learned it and things like that, and what a basic database course is all about when you're in college. And then towards the end of the article, he talks about three new rules to consider when designing for databases now, like databases that will be, I guess, on the cloud. He said the rise of the cloud as well as cloud-based databases have led to some rethinking about how databases are designed for the cloud for cloud-based systems. So, at the end of the article, he said not only now, but 5 to 10 years later, we'll be rethinking how things should be put up there again and how we should be doing our databases. So it's just gonna keep changing all the time. The rules that he stated in here, because it's an evolution of how databases are deployed on cloud-based platforms. So the new rules to consider when designing databases are, make sure to design databases as anonymous entities, which are not bound to specific application. The days of coupling applications to databases are long over, cloud or no cloud. However, it's more important that you loosely couple data when moving to cloud-based platforms. The data may not coexist with the application or perhaps be more widely distributed on the cloud-based platforms. Rule number two, design security and governance into the database. For the most part, security and governance are afterthoughts layered into the database just before or after deployment. In the case of cloud based databases, this does not wash. Security should be considered when the database is designed and based how it will be leveraged. What's more, consider how the data will be governed and managed, and that has to be planned ahead of time. I'm actually kind of confused about like what really what this guy is really talking about. So, should we change the way we design the databases, or not is really the question. Should we do it like how we do it in class if we're doing it on the cloud or doing it for cloud-based things? And then rule number three is when in doubt, break it out. The ability to distribute database processing across many server instances on public clouds is something that's new and powerful. As we've seen with the use of big data, this brings the ability to scale up database operations as needed to complex and far-reaching queries in a fraction of the time it took when using traditional systems. Um, yeah, so I mean that's about it. I mean, technology changes every day, so it's nothing new. It was a pretty good read. I would want to know a little bit more, so I guess I'm gonna look into some new things about databases and database design on the cloud and stuff like that for basically just cloud computing. But that's my screencast. You guys should check out the article because it's pretty good. It's interesting.